All right. Ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to another great session with the presidential candidate of the fictional Common Sense People's Party. Now, the 2023 presidential election did not only expose INEC and the Nigerian judiciary, it equally exposed many people that we thought were honorable. According to the words of Dele Farutimi, there are men who would have gone to their graves with the emblem of nobility. But the 2023 presidential election exposed them. There are religious leaders who were like gods amongst men in this country, but they showed themselves to be religious and ethnic bigots. They sacrificed everything, spat on the truth, and took sides with forgery, perjury, thuggery, and the same ills that they have preached against for so many decades, all in the name of ethnicity. Now, one of the elder statesmen who dropped heavily from grace during the 2023 presidential election and after is Wole Soyinka. Professor Wole Soyinka, the Nobel laureate, used to be a man who stood for truth. But during the 2023 presidential election, he lost it all. He turned the truth on its head, began siding with thuggery, with stealing, looting, and all manner of evil that he himself had condemned in the past. And because of that, he fell out with the youths because he began speaking against the candidate that all well-meaning youths in Nigeria supported. And since then, it has been gbas between him and the youths. And on this particular occasion, Professor Wole Soyinka made a great blunder. And the attack he is getting this time is even worse than the one he got when he attacked Dati Yusuf. Before I show you what he said and how Nigerians reacted, let me quickly show you this video that underscores how demonic the APC is as a party. First of all, look at a local government chairman, an APC member, caught with bags of money for vote buying and ammunition for thuggery. See the video.
But disappear now. But I go with one, and I said that the first time. This say that they deceive you. Because the kids of self people say in the next day carry. I do not disappear for every day. Now God will guide you to make.
Now, you saw that. That is the local government chairman of Igala Mela local government area, Kogi State. Now, he sit down there so with him boys. Look at the things they caught him with. Bags of money and then ammunitions. Those are the kind of people that the outgoing APC governor, YAHAYA BELLO, recruited. Those are the kind of people he made councillors and local government chairman in Kogi State. Thugs everywhere. More than 85% of this man's cabinet is made up of thugs. His commissioners, his special advisors, all of them are thugs. Even the man that he has brought to succeed him, is that not a thug? Didn't you hear the man, a whole male gubernatorial candidate, stood on a podium and told the people that he is a responsible married woman? A man telling people that he's a married woman. And that is what the party APC stands for. Thuggery. And that is why I always say they have come to steal, to kill, and to destroy. Now, let us look at the blunder that Nobel laureate Professor Wole Soyinka made with the Nigerian youths. Look at how the papers reported it. Technology creating new generations of illiterates in Nigeria. Wole Soyinka. Nobel laureate Professor Wole Soyinka said, technology is creating new generations of illiterates in the Nigerian society. The Nobel laureate said, simultaneously, it is a very large subject and we can go on for the next seminars over the next few weeks over this issue. I want us to understand that on the other hand, there is a new culture taking place about which we have to be very careful. I call it the internet culture. This is a marvelous technology. This is a liberating technology. The so-called Arab Spring, for instance, among many movements, was able to take life and be successful. And where they've been utilizing that culture of instant communication, these are positives. However, as a new tyrannical, insolent, and abusive culture, the culture of submental humanity in our midst, which you can give the rough name of the new internet culture, in which real creativity is being downgraded, even despised, for cheap, populist, nasty, subversive, humanly subversive culture. Soyinka further said, it is creating new generations of the illiterate who believe it is up to them, that it is sort of noble, progressive, and populist to despise what I call the real meaningful culture that improves the mind of humanity, expands our horizons, offers numerous alternatives or interpretations of phenomena, etc., and leads to a new construct of a genuine new being. Now, we have to watch this network-facilitated abuse of culture. I speak very specifically to my society, especially the Nigerian society, the greatest abusers of that kind of culture, where you have the real degradation of the real meaning of culture facilitated by internet technology. So that is why I said it is a large subject which we must not trivialize. We shouldn't take the easy way out. We shouldn't go on the exile, black and white, and so on. It is a work in progress, but we must not let the barbarians get away with this new project, he said. Now, anyone who has been following this man will know that he's talking about Nigerian youth on Twitter, especially the OBIdients. Before I show you the tweet reactions, let me have my own take on this matter. You heard how Soyinka went on talking about the degradation of our culture by the internet culture, and how things of real value are being degraded by Nigerians who practice, according to him, the internet culture. Now, the rift between Soyinka and the youths began when the youths of this country said they wanted for president a man with a clean record, a man who is relatively young and mentally sound and rich in integrity with proven past records, a transparent man. Then Professor Wole Soyinka managed to find himself on the opposing side of a movement that was in search of truth, of a movement that was backing truth, and he has the effrontery to speak of the degradation of our culture. If we place Soyinka's preferred candidate side by side with Peter Obi, the preferred candidate of those he is calling barbarians, isn't it obvious that Soyinka is the barbarian here? And look at how Nigerians reacted. Look at some of the tweet reactions. This tweet by Almona says, this man would have died a hero, just like Buhari. Thank goodness he was unveiled in 2023. That's what I'm talking about. 2023 totally exposed him as a tribal bigot. And this tweet by Promise says, technology has exposed him. Yes. This tweet right here says, you don't know what you are saying. More people read now with the help of technology than in your time. Absolutely. And this tweet here says, how useful was your generation without technology? See where your generation carry Nigerians reach. See the type of leaders una create for the country after una enjoy free education. See as una generation destroy everything they met on the table. That is what I'm saying. But you are not talking about that. You are talking about youths that are on the internet trying to save their lives. Those are your problems. You are not talking about the thieves in power because they are your friends and you wine and dine with them. What a shame. This tweet by Patriot says, can't believe I used to rate Wole Soyinka. The man is so empty. Chai! This one enter. And this tweet by Typical Ibadan says, Baba Agbaya, go and tell that to Oyibo, you lost it already. He has lost it. He has nothing left. And this tweet here says, yet he's using technology to pass in his message. You sure say this professor passed well for school? My brother, I don't know. And this tweet right here says, deceiving us with white hair, just like General Abdul Salam, tricked parties with his Santa Claus beds to sign nonsense peace accord. The Niger cool boys knew the tricks and told him to disappear. White hair is not wisdom. The 2023 election has exposed fake leaders. I tell you. And this tweet right here by Tolu Lokpe Akinyetun says, thank God for technology. We for they fooled by just the name, Wole Soyinka. Technology did you dirty, old man. Che! And Shegun Ali here says, the era of taking WS, that is Wole Soyinka, serious is gone forever. Oh! And finally, this tweet by Derek says, I struggle to decipher whether age reduced this man to this state of ridicule, or did he always have this in him but held back for years? Either way, his legacy is set in stone. It's just sad that stone continues to chip away with every unfortunate utterance he makes these days. Oh! Anyway, make I leave am here. Make I still enter town. Make I go get some ogbonge political news wey una go like. Why? Because of una. Na I dey here. So, don't go away. Don't go away.